Hey everyone! For today's video I am doing another Yamaha Papercraft, and it is the fishing boat with the fish popping out. It's basically a pop-up card. I will say I did struggle with this one a bit. It is a harder papercraft and I did struggle with the instructions. I just found them a bit too unclear. But if you decide to do the papercraft, I do hope that the video is at least a bit helpful. I also wanted to mention that if you see a solid line, it means it's a mountain fold, and if you see a dash line, it means it's a valley fold, which is a bit different from the other patterns I normally do. After I finished the boat, I started on the fish, and I found the fish to be the most difficult part of this papercraft. By itself, like the individual parts are fine, but as soon as I started to assemble the fish, it was so sloppy. It was because I didn't actually realize that there's these flaps on the individual parts that are basically facing inwards, and you're supposed to glue those on the inside. But nowhere in the PDF does it actually say, oh, glue this part to the inside. So I only realized after I double checked the assembly PDF that it kind of shows that it's glued on the inside, but doesn't really say. So if you see the flaps, just make sure that you glue them to the inside. also need a rubber band, and in the pattern it says you need a 38mm in diameter, but I didn't have a rubber band that length, so just kind of used a bit of scrap elastic to make it. But I would suggest maybe a longer elastic band, just because I noticed that the tension it puts on the paper hooks is really significant. So it was starting to tear the paper hooks. So I think it really depends what kind of tension your elastic band has. I'm just saying it's really easy to tear those paper hooks, so just be careful with the elastic. So it's safe to say that my pop-up card didn't work out in the end. I think it's a few things. Probably the paper was just too thick and the rubber band was not the correct tension. So I did contemplate not posting this video, but I spent so many hours and up until the end I didn't really know if it's gonna work or not. So hopefully next week I'll do a Papercraft that actually works out. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.